Okay, everybody, here we are for game number 13 of the season. We're looking at the standings and stuff. If Pittsburgh does need a win from us, if possible, if they can get it, to clinch their division, because they are currently 2 games up against the Bengals, which are the only team that could possibly overtake them. And the Steelers play the Bengals next week. And when looking at other divisions, the current 2 teams that are in the playoffs are us and one other team in our same conference. The other 6 divisions, I believe, are at least on some level a toss-up as far as it's not officially official. While there are a couple that are like one team should possibly, break away with a win or 2 here or there, but 2 divisions are settled as far as the team going to the playoffs. And then several others that are waiting for the last 2 games to play out. So, if the Bengals were to win this week for this game, and then possibly beat the Steelers next week, we could also potentially see the Bengals in the sense of if we beat the Steelers and then the Bengals subsequently beat them. So, this game could go quite a bit as far as who we would see, because we also need to win. We also do need to win this one out. As far as clinching it will give us the 1 seed, if you will. So, in that sense, because the other team that has clinched has a 10-2 record, so it will. This is at this point important as far as we could help knock out the Steelers, and we can clinch what should be the number 1 seed. And then I was listening to some audio between last game and this game. I am currently just working with the audio recording that I have as far as to record audio, as in like my voiceover and stuff. So until I get better equipment, this is what I have to utilize, if you will. So 40 times 4, what the heck? Okay, we just gotta run out the wheelchair kid. Kenny. I'm surprised that was a catch. I didn't think that was going to be caught by... I think that's Favre over there, so... Yeah, well, it seems like Favre has been doing well as far as the receiver goes. That's fine. Seems like we're cruising to what should be a relatively easy victory. Because, like, if you saw the Giants video, they were giving us some more headaches in the first quarter and the first half, really. So, okay, we should... Maybe we should just let it go out. I don't know. Yeah, we're just going to let it go out. And then we're going to move on to the second quarter. And hopefully, wide open. What you doing? gets another score. We're just gonna run out some clock here. Yeah, that's fine. Not too worried about not making that. So, with how things are going. Well, the only good thing is that we won't see the Giants again, as far as the team that has been giving us the most problems, aside from also the Colts, because we won't face them next week, and yeah, they've been eliminated since we've, by default of us making the playoffs. So the two teams that have given us the most problems, we won't be seeing in the playoffs so far. So yeah, goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna let them punt that and take off whatever time comes off. So. I really don't get that defensive thing of the 40 times 4. If somebody knows, let me know, but okay, well, hopefully, no, come on. We need that so we can take off some time. Goodness. Just waiting for you to break, even though that doesn't help us. Yeah, okay. No, they didn't give us that, so. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yeah. And I don't care that we missed that. I mean, I'm sure we have. It's purely based on the numbers, literally the worst kicker in the game so far, in the season. So, I mean, not like it's really impacted us, but I'm just saying, like, because it's not been a need for me to really care as far as needing the accuracy as much. I've not cared as much and forced the kicking game not to be we need to win by the kicking, seeing how the closest of game has been like 18 points or whatever that was against the Colts, because Sydney decided to have 200-yard receiving game. So yeah, well, I think this guy is over here is getting it, so, oh, nope. Oh, goodness. Can't believe we just let that finagle through. Goodness. Oh, goodness.
With a receiver to each side. 16! She hangs on! From the shotgun. 37! 22! Down! Third down and long. 16! Pickle! One hot for a short hit. Setting up for a field goal. 44! 42!
Well, they got some points on the board. I'm surprised that actually caught by our team. Yeah, to the end zone, their check.
Jack, the try for the extra point.
And I don't care about the extra points because we're up 28 points. So, at this point, it's just a matter of, actually finishing up the game. So, we put pressure on the Steelers to win their game next week because when I looked at their schedule, they beat their Bengals in their previous matchup. So, it would come down to a tie if the Bengals were to beat the Steelers. So, because it would finish with the same record if in the event the Bengals win this week and win next week. So, it would be a matter of tiebreakers at that point. So, we'll see. We're going to at least force the Steelers to win out, if you will. Put up a shot for their final game. Well, at this rate, they should at least probably come away with 3 points. Okay, well, there comes the field goal attempt. We don't have anybody tall enough to attempt to block it because in the few times that I have blocked it in the past, need somebody as tall as like Ernie Steele, like one of the taller people in the game, to actually get the height up there minimally, like in the sense of somebody that could actually, block it, if you will. Yeah, well, we intercepted that back after giving up a fumble. Come on. See how this is like kryptonite. Like, I don't get how we are so good at this play. Goodness, okay. That's so bad. Yeah, goodness. Goodness. Okay, only a few more plays. Let me see if I can pick this up. Because he can run off of... Nope, it was just somehow frozen. So, should be able to take some time off of this play. Nope. Couldn't... It sussed that one out, so... Oh, God. This should be our last play. Well, with that, we clinched our number 1 seed. Yes, thank you, Sonny, for that analysis there. Oh, okay. Well, we go off to play the Texans in Week 14, which would be our last game before the playoffs. So, 2 more games guaranteed. Should make it to the championship, I believe. So, Steelers will have to win their game next week to confirm their win. Otherwise, it was up in the air of whether, if the Bengals win, I'm unsure if the Bengals would then forth go into winning, like as far as playing us. So I'll look at the standings after the game and see where things lay, if any more playoff spots have been confirmed. Because I don't think any of the other conferences playoff spots officially were confirmed. There was a few that should, confirm. It was a matter of winning a game or two here or there. So with that said, we'll see you in the next episode and be on our journey to the playoffs after the ending of the regular season game.